Don't know what I'm gonna say. Hello everyone, my name is Freya and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be doing the New Year look back tag, which is basically a bunch of questions that I'll be answering about last year to kind of give you an update on what was going on in my life, and yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so the first question is, what did you do in the last year that you've never done before? Well, this is kind of a hard question to start with because I don't do a lot of new things, which probably sounds boring, and I mean, it probably is, but I like my comfort zone and I don't like venturing outside of it. Having said that though, I started my YouTube channel last year, which was a huge step for me and was, you know, something I'd never done before, so I guess that probably counts. Question 2 is, what was last year's New Year's resolution? How did you do? I don't know if you guys remember, but I actually did a New Year's resolutions video and also a blog post, which you can go check out. Like, I'll leave the links in the description box. I think I had like 5 goals. I don't remember all of them, so if I miss one out, I'm sorry, but I'll try to give you an update on everything. My major goal was that I wanted to get my bachelor's degree, and I'm so proud to say and so happy to say that I did that. I do have my bachelor's degree right now, and I'm currently completing my master's degree, so that's a good thing. And yeah, that was basically the main thing I wanted to achieve in 2017, and I did that, so I think, you know, I deserve a thumbs up for that. Then I also remember I wanted to like eat healthier, maybe lose a bit of weight, and you know, I also did that. I went back to my dietitian together with my dad. We go together, which, you know, is a help, because if you're doing it with someone, it's easier to actually stick to it, versus like when you're doing it alone, you don't really have anyone that holds you accountable. So yeah, I did that. I lost quite a few pounds, and I'm really happy. I am still working on it. Like, I'm not entirely at the point where I want it to be, and I know that I can still be healthier, but like, I like where I'm at right now, and I do feel like I'm making progress, so that's always good. I also started doing yoga. We went running, like my boyfriend and I went running for a couple of weeks back in like August, September. We didn't stick to it, unfortunately. Once my boyfriend got his job, it was a bit harder to stick to our like running schedule, but I really want to get back into it because I enjoyed it so much and I was making so much progress. We use an app that kind of like builds you up to run 5k, and it was like, I loved it. But that's also part, obviously, of being more healthy, because exercise is really important. I'm still doing the yoga, so that's good. Like, I still get my daily exercise from that, but I would love to get back into running. Then I also set myself a goal last year that I wanted to stay in touch with friends more. And I'm kind of like, I'm sad to say that that didn't happen. I tried for a while, but it didn't last, and then one of my friends kind of like gave me a nudge. She was like, you know, you said this was your goal, but you're not really doing anything about it. We had a conversation about it. It was like a really like good conversation. I felt like she understood where I was coming from, I understood where she was coming from, and we were like on the same level. So yeah, I picked it back up, but then like, it's like this pattern of me like doing it, but then I get back into old habits and I don't, and then I get back and I don't, and you know, it's this whole like curve. And then 2 of my friends, was like a lovely idea of them that I didn't stick to, unfortunately. They set up a group conversation between us 3, and they were like, okay, so this is where you're going to talk to us every single day, and we're going to need at least 3 lines from you daily. Which I actually like. I liked the idea of that. But yeah, I didn't do that. I did try to set up a like friend date, but our schedules didn't match up and it was really difficult. And yeah, like let's just end it that I didn't stick to that New Year's resolution, and I lost some friends over it, which, I mean, I was going to say it's fine. It's obviously not. Like, I miss my friends, but I think I've kind of like made peace with it. So yeah, that's a resolution I didn't stick to. And then to be honest, I don't really remember what the other two were, because I think there were 5 resolutions. Maybe I should have looked them up before I did this video, but yeah, I don't know what they were, so I mean, it's probably safe to say I didn't stick to those either. Okay, so on to question 3, which is, what would you like to have accomplished last year that you didn't get to? I mean, I guess the main thing would be the whole like friend situation, and probably also like growing my YouTube channel and my blog, because I wasn't very consistent with content last year, as you may have noticed. So that's something that just I was really excited about and I really wanted to do, and I just, for some reason, it just didn't happen. I don't really know why. Maybe because YouTube is a lot more work than what I thought it would be, as well. Like, blogging is the same. You think, like, when you watch YouTubers or when you read blogs, you may think like, oh, that's easy, I can do that, but yeah, it's a lot of work. You have to film videos, edit videos, come up with ideas. For blogging, you have to obviously write your texts, you have to make your pictures, well, take your pictures, edit those, and then you have to also do a lot of like promotion work, I guess. Like, you have to be on social media a lot, you have to promote your posts because otherwise no one sees them, and it's just a lot of like behind the scenes work that you wouldn't necessarily expect, although it is, I mean, it is logical. Like, a text doesn't just appear and those pictures didn't, you know, take themselves. A video doesn't just appear out of thin air. Like, you know that, but you don't know it until you're actually doing it. So yeah, it took a lot of time, and I guess I was too lazy. Even though I enjoyed it, I was just like, you know, taking like the easy way out and just like not doing it, postponing everything. So yeah, probably that, like probably not being consistent with my content on both my YouTube channel and my blog. But, you know, I'm hoping that'll change this year, but who knows. Okay, so question number 4 is, what was your biggest achievement of the year? Now, I briefly touched on this in my answer to question number 2, but my biggest achievement of 2017 was getting my bachelor's degree. Like, I worked so long for that. And I wanted to say so hard, but honestly, like, last year is a year I started really working hard. But yeah, I'm really proud that I did that. I'm really happy that I did that, because that means that if I now get my master's degree, I'm done with uni and I can like find a job and become like a proper adult. So that's very exciting, but also very terrifying. But yeah, by far my biggest achievement of 2017 was getting my bachelor's degree. Question number 5. What was the best thing you bought? I'm going to have to say my camera. Well, I say my camera, it's like our camera. Like, my boyfriend uses it. We use it for our holiday pictures. It's like a joint object, if that makes sense. But yeah, we bought the camera and it's such a great help with filming videos, taking blog post pictures, and I don't know, I'm really happy that we made that investment, because as you see now, I can use my cell phone as like an aid when I'm filming. Like, I can look at the questions on here. Otherwise I would have to like rely on my laptop, which is a bit less like handy. We also bought a like gorilla pod thingy, So yeah, that's probably the best buy of 2017. Question number 6. Did you travel anywhere memorable? I mean, I guess we traveled to a few different places. I really like Bruges, which is more like a staycation because it's in Belgium. I don't know if that would count though, so I'm just going to say Zagreb was probably one of the most memorable destinations we went to, purely because it was raining constantly, and I don't think that's something we're going to forget easily. And also because that was like the first time ever I tried to vlog. And actually, like, I'm gonna leave a link to the vlogs in the description box so you can go watch those if you haven't yet. It was very awkward, and to be honest, I don't know if I liked it. I think I did. But then there were also moments I didn't like, so I don't know, kind of like still on the fence about the whole vlogging thing. I don't know if I'm ever going to do it again. Maybe like in the future when I'm more confident with my channel, with my content, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, so Zagreb is probably the most memorable of 2017. Question number 7. Tell us a valuable life lesson you learned last year. Well, guys, this is apparently going to get very deep. The thing I learned last year, and basically only 2 months ago, is like, stand up for yourself. Like, don't let anyone walk all over you. Some of you watching this may know the story, others don't. And I'm not going to explain it all here, but basically I learned that I need to put myself and my mental health first, and that might rub some people the wrong way. That might lose you a couple of really good friendships, but like, your life is yours and you can't live it being uncomfortable or feeling like you're not respected, and really, like, the way I felt, I was very close to a mental breakdown just like a few months ago, and I felt like that. Like, I felt like I wasn't respected. I felt like I wasn't being treated fairly, and I basically chose to put a stop to that. I cut someone out of my life that I just didn't want in my life anymore, and I know that I actually don't even need to give an explanation for that because it's my life and I get to choose who's in it. But yeah, the reason was that I felt the presence of that person as a threat to my mental health, and I needed to take care of myself. So I kind of, I did that. I put a stop to it. Like I said, cut them out of my life. Lost a few other people along with it, which is sad, but like I said earlier, I made peace with it. And I'm very happy that I finally, because I'm someone, like 4 years, literally years, I let people toss me around, like play with my feelings, walk all over me. Like, I never really put myself first, and I did that now. And I'm actually, like, it sounds weird because so many things went wrong, but I'm really happy that I did it, and it really did teach me something. Like, it taught me that you have to always come first in your own life. Like, you know, you can care a lot about other people, like, you can, like, I'm not saying you have to only care about yourself, that's not it, because I do care about other people, It's just that you have to prioritize yourself and your own feelings and your own mental health, and nothing else matters more than that. So that's what I learned. And I had to learn that the hard way. So I hope by me telling you this that you can learn without most of those repercussions. Question number 8. If you could look back on one memory this year you wish you could relive, what would it be? That's a really hard question. Like, don't get me wrong, I had a lot of good moments in 2017, I did. But I can't really pinpoint one thing that I would want to, you know, relive. Let me think about this. This is hard. What was something that happened that I would want to make happen again? I don't know. I honestly don't think I'm going to come up with anything. Oh! I have one thing. One memory just popped up into my head really randomly, and it might seem like something really silly, but I met one of my favorite authors in November last year, and she signed a copy of her book for me, and it was a really nice moment. I was so happy I got to talk to her. We didn't speak long, like, it wasn't a really long conversation, but I got to tell her how much I loved her book, and I got to tell her my opinion on one of the characters, and she was really lovely. I also listened to her give like a talk, well maybe more like an interview, which really gave me an insight in how her writing process works and like how she came up with the idea. She also talked about the new book, which I bought there and which she then signed. Which she signed. And yeah, that just now like popped into my head, and it makes me happy just thinking about it, because I really admire her, and if I could, I don't, like, that's never gonna happen, but if I could, I would have loved to be like the translator of her books. It's too late, like there is already a translator, they are translated into Dutch already. But yeah, I love her books. She's written 2 books, or she's published 2 books. Her 3rd book is coming, I think, March this year. So I'm really looking forward to reading that, because I loved both of her books so much. I did a book review on Behind Closed Doors. I don't know if I did it in a YouTube video. If I did, I'll leave the link down below, but I definitely did it in a blog post, which I will also link in the description box. And there is a book review coming on her 2nd book, which I also loved, and basically, like, I haven't even said who she is. Her name is B.A. Paris, and yeah, it was just so lovely meeting her, and I think I'd like to like relive that moment. Question number 9. We're getting deep again, guys. Like, this is some deep shit. If you could change anything about the year you had, what would it be? Well, I think it's quite obvious what that would be. I would definitely change... Well, maybe I wouldn't change anything. I was going to say I would definitely change like the end of the year, because so much like negative stuff happened and it was a really dark period. But like I just said, I did learn something from it. I learned to put myself first, which is something I had never done before. So maybe I wouldn't change anything, because I wouldn't be who I am today, which sounds like it just happened 2 months ago. It's not like I made like a major change in my life since then. But I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for those events, like if it wasn't for that whole situation. And I guess that kind of counts for everything. Like, everything you go through is a lesson, in a way. And and everything you go through shapes the person you are. So if I took anything back, anything at all from last year, there'd be a different Freya sitting here. So, and I don't think I want that, because I am quite happy with the person I am today. I'm really content with myself for the first time in a long time. So I don't think I want to take anything back. Like, okay, last question. Share something you're looking forward to this year. Doesn't have to be only one thing, because I'm looking forward to quite a few things. Some of those, or most of those, aren't like set in stone, aren't... Did I just spill tea all over myself? Yes, I did. That's great. So most of those things, getting too excited, are not set in stone, but they are things that I'm hoping will happen, and if they do happen, then I will be a very happy girl. So the first thing, and like probably the main thing this year, is not getting my master's degree, although I am also looking forward to that, because I just cannot wait to be done with uni. I've been studying long enough. It's, you know, it can end now. But that's not it. Me and my boyfriend, I don't know if I've talked about this in a video, but I have talked about it on social media. I may have mentioned it in a blog post as well. We're looking for our own apartment, and yeah, I really hope it happens this year, preferably like the first half of the year. Like, I would really, and it's not like, this sounds terrible, but I would love to move out. It's not that I don't like living at home, because I do, and there are definitely like a ton of benefits. Like, my parents cook for me, I don't have to do my own washing, you know, I have a roof over my head. We have not the biggest of houses, but it's like, it's very comfortable for, I want to say 3 people, but let's be real, it's 4, because my boyfriend spends all of his time here. He's basically moved in. I have like my own like study room, like desk area. Like, I'm really happy here. My dogs are here. I grew up in this house. Like, it has so many memories. But I feel like I'm ready for the next chapter, and me and my boyfriend are very much looking forward to having our own place, that we can really like make our own home, because this is my home, but it's not his. So he even though he's basically moved in, he still feels like a guest, which I totally understand. So yeah, we're really we've been looking for an apartment since last year. I don't know, since he got his job, I think. Which is, you know, one of the issues. His income would be the only one we have, because I'm still at uni. I am looking at changing that. Like, I am looking at ways that I can maybe earn some extra money. But that's something I'm really, like, I really hope we can celebrate Christmas in our own apartment. Like, it's so weird, but that's one of the things I'm looking forward to most. And so we can start like our own like Christmas traditions, and yeah, just like basically stuff like that. That's something I'm really excited about. And I hope, like, please cross your fingers for us, like, that we can maybe like find the perfect apartment within the next 5-6 months. Like, that's like what I would want. Don't know if that's realistic, because prices are pretty steep here in our hometown. But yeah, that's something I'm looking forward to. Obviously, like I've already mentioned, obviously getting my master's degree and finally being done with uni is something I'm also looking forward to, and I'm working towards that right now. So that is something. I'm looking forward to traveling more this year. Well, not more, because now my boyfriend has a job. He can't just like jet off whenever. He needs to get permission from work and take some days off, and you know, all that jazz. But yeah, we might be going to Rome in April for my birthday. I really want to go to Disneyland Paris. It's been so long and I love it. Disneyland Paris is like so nice and I really want to go. I don't know if we'll be able to, but yeah, that would be lovely. We obviously want to go like on a big holiday, because going to Rome would just be like a couple of days. We'll want to go, I don't know, like some people go like 2 weeks or something like that, if we can, if we're able to. Don't know where yet. Yeah, that's something I'm looking forward to, like going on holiday with my boyfriend. And I think, you know, working on my blog and my YouTube channel more is also weirdly something I'm looking forward to. Like, I really want to put in more effort and I'm really looking forward to that. Like, it's not just a goal I set myself, it's something I really genuinely want and that would genuinely make me happy. So I hope that happens. And I mean, I guess that's basically it. Nothing else is planned yet, nothing else, like, I don't know what's going to happen this year, which is strangely also something I'm looking forward to. Like, I'm looking forward to discovering what 2018 has in store for me. Even after all that negativity of the past, like, months, I'm in a really positive place right now and I'm just excited for the future in general. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to in the future. So there you have it, my first video of 2018. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and if you did, please give the video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below and subscribe so I can see you next week with a new video. Bye! Because I'm so good at English, not like I've been studying it for the past 8 years. Resolution? New Year's resolution. I can't speak and it's getting on my bloody nerves. Talking is hard, man. How many questions are there? Like, seriously. My tea is cold. That's great. I just spilled tea all over myself again!